cracks every time I look, like it's tired of the story it took. 1,000 pieces of you and me, still stuck in broken symmetry. Your face appears in fractured light, in every shard that cuts the night. I try to turn away and leave, but I still see one quiet ways. No sound, just fading days. These are shattered reflections of us, a love that turned to dust and rust. Even when it can't explain, I reach for you in broken glass, but all I hold we had, I don't know how to adjust to these shattered reflections of us. The sink is full of memories in porcelain and lost receipts. A toothbrush still sits on the edge, like it forgot you never left. I catch your shadow in the glass, but it deers too fast, like every promise we once made. Even silence has a face when it wears your empty space. These are shattered reflections of us, a love that turned to dust and rust. Even when it can't explain, I reach for you in broken glass, but all I hold we had, I don't know how to adjust to these shattered reflections of us. If I glue the pieces tight, would we still survive the night? Or are we meant to stay apart? And I swear I see you smile, but it's only glass that's still. These are shattered reflections of us. Every shard lost cuts through my hand, but I still try to understand, while everything it couldn't change. And I don't know these shattered reflections of us. The mirror heals, but not the past. Some reflections never last. I left my coat on the back of your chair, like I still belong somewhere. But I was already halfway gone before I knew what I was doing wrong. You asked me once if I'd still stay. I smiled and looked the other way. Now every silence feels too loud, like a confession I can't say out loud. I see it clearer every night. What I destroyed in fading light. So I'm sorry for everything, for every wound I didn't see it bring, for every word I let slip by while you were learning how to cry. I never meant to break your heart or tear our ending all apart, but now I'm living all apart. But now I'm living what it means to say sorry for everything. Your messages still light my phone, like they don't know I am alone. I read them like a different life, where I didn't cut the line of yourselves with a knife. I thought I'd find a way to fix all the damage I did exist, but some things don't go back in place, no matter how much time I waste. And every memory I rewind just shows me what I left behind. So I'm sorry for everything. So I'm sorry for every stain. So I'm sorry. losing you inside. I hope someday you'll be free from the weight I made you carry. Is sorry for everything, no excuses. We used to talk until the sunrise burned. Now every word just crashes, never turns. Your voice is there, but it don't reach me right. Like something's breaking in the line tonight. I say I'm fine, you say it back the same. Two strangers hiding underneath our names. Two strangers hiding underneath our names. We're on the call but miles apart somehow. I don't even recognize us now. Every sentence fades before it lands. Like we're speaking in a language we don't understand. There's step between us cutting through the sound. Love's getting lost and it can't be found. We're screaming silence into the air, trying to fix what's no longer theirs. A broken signal we can't avoid. We keep dialing but it won't go through. There's only static between me and you. I hear the echoes of who we were, in every glitch, in every slurred word. The pauses stretch like they're scared to end. Like even time don't know how to mend. Your laughter used to feel like home. Now it just reminds me I'm alone. We used to fit without a seam. Now we're tearing at the in-between. I reach for you through the interference, but all I touch, distance and resistance. If I could clear the line, would you still stay? Or has the silence already pulled you away? We didn't hang up, we just let it die. Two voices fading on the other side. Two voices fading on the other side. Can you hear me or am I alone? There's stuff between us louder than before. We're holding on to words that slay decay. Every heartbeat out of sync and bruise. And I don't know how to get back to you. Through all the static between us two, the line goes quiet, no last goodbye. The ice cream melted on the porch that day, like everything we couldn't say. You left your flip-flops by the door, but you didn't come back anymore. The sun was gold, the sky was wide. We swore we'd never say goodbye, but promises don't stand the heat when love starts slipping off its feet. I thought forever had our names, but forever doesn't stay the same. Summer ended without you. No warning, no final clue. Just the sound of cicada and me pretending I'm alright. All our plans turned into sand, slipping softly through my hands. And I don't know how to undo that summer ended without you. The beach is quieter than it should be now, like it's holding secrets it won't allow. Every wave looks like your goodbye, breaking gently then passing by. I still wear the shirt you left behind. It smells like sun and borrowed time, and I catch myself looking at the sky, like you might walk back into my life. But seasons change without a sound, and you were gone before I found. Summer ended without you. No warning, no final clue. Just the fabricated, me pretending I'm alright. All our plans turned into sand, slipping softly through my hands, and I don't know how to undo that summer ended without you. If I could rewind the golden days, I'd hold your hand in different ways, say the words I left unsaid before the season turned to red. But time don't listen, it just goes and leaves you standing in the glow. Summer ended without you, and I still don't know what to do. Every sunset feels your name like an echo in the flame. I'm still stuck where we began, chasing shadows of sand, and nothing feels the same since you. When summer ended without you, the waves still come, the waves still go, but they don't bring you back home. I smiled like I was made of stone while breaking quietly alone. You never noticed how I'd shake when love began to slip and break. When love began to slip and break, I learned to hide it in my chest, the ache I never could confess while you were sleeping next to me. I was drowning silently, I never wanted you to know how deep the hurt could go. These are tears you never saw, falling in the afterglow of every word I couldn't say, that you walked right past anyway. I held them back, I held them in, until they carved me from within. And I don't know what I became, hiding tears you never saw my name. The bathroom light became my sky, where I learned how not to cry. I turned the water just too loud to drown the sound of falling down. You thought I was always okay, but I was slowly fading away, piece by piece behind a grin, piece by piece behind a grin. A war I never let you in. Love looked perfect from your view, while I was breaking into two. These are tears you never saw, falling in the afterglow of every word I couldn't say, that you walked right past anyway. I held them back, I held them in, until they carved me from within. And I don't know what I became, hiding tears you never saw my name. And now I wonder if you'd care if you had seen me disappear. These are tears you never saw, but they were always there and all. The spaces where you thought I shined, I was just running out of time to hold myself together strong before I came completely gone. And all that's left of who I am are tears you never saw again, but never knew I wasn't here. I used to think love meant holding on, even when everything felt wrong. But your goodbye taught me slow, the hardest thing is letting go. I kept your shadow in my hands, like I could freeze what we had planned. But time don't wait for broken vows, it only teaches me the now. I try to fight what couldn't stay, but some hearts are meant. This is the art of letting go, of loving what I can't control, of watching you become the past, even when it hurts. words to ask. I'm learning how to lose your name without letting feel like blame, and every tear is part of learning to let go. I still see you in empty rooms, in fading light and silent tunes, but I don't reach like I live with it. The memories don't cut as deep, they're just the echoes I now keep. Not every goodbye is loud, some just dissolve into the crowd. And I'm not whole, but I am free from what you used to be to me. This is the art of letting go of all the love I used to know, of holding on then losing grip, of every word I couldn't fix. I'm learning how to stand alone where your goodbye is overgrown, and every step is part of learning to let go. If love is real, why does it break? Why does it hurt more than it takes? But maybe healing starts to show in everything I let go. And I still miss you in the night, but I no longer hold on tight. This is the art of letting go, of loving what I can't control, of turning pain into a name that doesn't burn the same. I'm not who I was before, but I'm not hurting anymore, and I finally seem to know the art of letting go. Some love stay, some must leave, and I'm learning how to breathe. It wasn't thunder, wasn't rain, just a quiet shift in pain. You looked at me like I was gone before I even knew what went wrong. The air went still, the light went thin. No shouting, no final line, just slipping time. I replay it slow in my head, but silence is all that's said. That was the moment it broke. No fire, no final smoke, just a heartbeat out of race. We didn't fall, we just let go. In a way no one would know, but I still choke. That was the moment it broke. You picked your words so carefully, like you were trying not to bleed on me. But every pause between your breath sounded like a kind of death. Like I was being strong, like I was strong, like I should, but something cracked I couldn't see right there inside of me. And I smiled so you wouldn't stay, while you were already halfway away. That was the moment it broke. No warning sign, no spoken joke, just the silence getting loud. We didn't crash, we drifted off, soft enough to feel it stop, but still wake up feeling choked at the moment it broke. If I had said the right goodbye, would we still be passing by? Or was it always bound to end the second we stopped being friends? And I still trace it in my mind, like I might find a different time. That was the moment it broke, when love became something we spoke in past tense, careful and slow, like a place we used to know. No shattered glass, no final scene, just everything in between. And now it lives inside my throat. out of line. It's hanging by the door like it still belongs, like you might come back and put it on. I swear the air around it still knows your name, like nothing here has really changed. I press my face into the sleeve tonight, just to borrow you for a little while. And for a second I could almost believe you were still standing next to me. But the silence answered louder than I knew, and it smelled like me missing you. It's the scent of your old jacket, wrapped around my broken habits, like a ghost I can't return. In every thread a slow burn, I breathe you in then lose my grip, falling back in memories I can't fix. And I don't know how to forget the scent of your old jacket. The pockets still hold little pieces of time, a receipt, a lighter, half a goodbye. I trace them like they're maps to you, but they only lead me back to truth. That you're not here, you're somewhere else, living a life I can't help myself from. Imagine every night alone in this house that won't feel like home. Even fabric knows what's gone too far. It remembers who we are. It's the scent of your old jacket, pulling me back into fragments. Every stitch is stitched with pain, every memory calls your name. I hold on like it's all I've got, even when I know it's not. And I can't escape or resurrect the scent of your old jacket. If I wash it clean, would you disappear? Or are you already every year? Do ghosts live in cotton and thread, or just in the things we never said? Every breath pulls me back in time to a love I can't resign, to a love I can't resign. I try to let go, but I regret. Sin of sleeves that still confess that I'm still yours in every sense, through the scent of your old jacket. It fades a little every day. The clock still ticks, but it don't sound the same. Every second whispers out your name. Your coffee cup is where you left it last, like even time's afraid to move too fast. I traced the outline of your side and never said it. The night leans in like it knows I'm alone, and every shadow feels like coming home. I thought would echo, never fade away, but silence is louder with every day. It's the weight of quiet breaking my chest, all of your absence, I carry the rest. No screaming, no fighting, just space where I see your face. It's the sound of goodbye we never spoke. I'm drowning in all that we couldn't say, under the weight of quiet you left me with. Your jacket's hanging like you're still around. I swear I hear you in the smallest sounds. The way the floor creaks late at night makes me turn, hoping I'm not right. I replay every word, every look, every lie, but it slipped away in a silent drift. Now I'm lost, we didn't shatter, we just slowly disappeared, and somehow that hurts worse than tears. It's the weight of quiet breaking my chest, all of your absence, I carry the rest. No screaming, no fighting, just space where I see your face. It's the sound of goodbye we never spoke. I'm drowning in all that we couldn't say, under the weight of quiet you If you had slammed the door, I might have healed. If you had cried, at least it'd feel real. But you just faded like a dying light and left me here with endless night. And I'm still talking to you in my head, like somehow you never really left. It's the weight of quiet pulling me down. A love so loud without a sound. Every memory's I can't outrun, I've already lost and won. It's the echo of you I can't erase. I'm buried in all that we couldn't say. Under the weight of quiet, I still stay. No last words, no final fight, just the weight of quiet every night. I found it in a velvet box of lies, under chip plates and send-hand lives. A silver band with a faded shine, like a memory that stopped in time. You used to talk about forever like it was cheap. Now I'm standing where we say, but it's just dust and old receipts. I tried it on just to feel you again, but it didn't fit who I am now or then. It's a thrift store wedding ring, bent out of shape from everything. We promised in a better life before goodbye became alright. I wore it home like a broken prayer, pretending you were still somewhere. But love don't live in things that sting, like a thrift store wedding ring. The clerk said someone must have let it go, like it wasn't a heart I used to know. I almost laughed, I almost cried at how love can get repriced. There's a scratch where your name should be, like even metal. I turn it slowly in my hand, trying to understand how something meant for always ends on a shelf where nobody pretends. It's a thrift store wedding ring, just a ghost of everything. We said forever meant the same, before forever lost its name. Now it sits where lost things cling to forgotten broken dreams. And I'm just someone wandering with a thrift store wedding ring. If I melted down, would I be free, or lose the last of you and me? Is love still love when it gets old, or just a story growing cold? I hold it close, then let it go, like I'm relearning what I know. It's a thrift store wedding ring, no fee, like I'm relearning what I read. It's a thrift store wedding ring, just echoes of what we became. I keep it like we thought we'd be, with a thrift store wedding ring. Your book's still open on the nightstand side, a folded page where we left our lives. The lamp still glows like you just stepped out, but your story I can't read now. Your handwriting's inked in the margins still. I trace each line like it might explain why love can end without a page. We had a plot, I thought we knew, but you closed the cover without a clue. Now it's unread chapters of you and me, pages torn from what we'd be. All our some days left in between, lines that fade and broken dreams. But the story stops where you walked in, favorite bookmark still in place, like it's waiting for your saving grace. The words we love now feel so strange, like they don't belong to us this way. I tried a sentence, just caves me in. The characters don't feel the same. We were a story I believed was true, but I lost the ending when I lost you. Now it's unread chapters of you and me, pages torn from what we'd be. All our some days left in between, lines that fade and broken dreams. But the story stops where you walked in, and all that's left is what I can't capture in these unread chapters. If I could write you back somehow, would you turn these pages now, or leave me here with empty lines and all the words we left behind? But it's just the silence filling in for me. It's unread chapters I can't get through. Every page just leads to you. A love unfinished, left unclear, ink still wet with every tear. I close the book but it defend, and all my heart can ever gather are these unread chapters. No final line, no last embrace. Walking the same old streets, the street lights flicker like they know my name. Every corner still look my name. Every corner still looks the same, since you stopped walking beside my pace. Since you stopped walking to your favorite seat, the cafe still keeps your favorite seat, but no one's laughing where we used to meet. I passed the store where we used to run, now it's just shadows under the sun. I keep expecting you to appear, like time forgot you'd disappear. I'm walking the same old streets alone, where every step feels overgrown with memories I can't delete from these familiar empty streets. Your ghost is in the air I breathe, in every turn, in every beat, and I don't know how to retreat from walking the same old streets. The crosswalk still counts down like before, but I don't race you anymore. I stand where we'd laugh and fight, talking till echoes off the walls in broken fragments down these halls. I swear I hear you call my name, but it disappears just the same. Even silence like you're near then turns to nothing in my ear. If I keep going, will I heal, or just forget me back to you, or just the truth I can't undo? And I still look when cars pass by. I'm walking the same old streets again, where every end begins is when we were more than just memories, now fading in the evening breeze. I keep moving but I can't leave what these sidewalks still believe, that I'll find you where I repeat, walking the same old streets. Footsteps fade but never go. Some streets remember more than they show. The sky still wears your favorite shade, that soft goodbye we never made. It lingers in the morning light, like you never left that night. Your sweater's still like you're still there, but fabric doesn't hold a soul, just memories I can't let go. Every sunrise feels untrue without the warmth of me and you. I'm living in yesterday's blue, where every memory leads to you. No matter what I try to change, I paint a smile but it comes undone, like shadows under setting sun and night, through this endless shade of yesterday's blue. Coffee cools the way it used to do, when mornings still belonged to two. Now silence fills the kitchen space, like it learned your name and face. I hear your laugh in passing wind, but it never stays, it just pretends to be back for half a breath and leaves me standing with what's left. I chase your echo down the hall, but it dissolves before I fall. I'm living in yesterday's blue, where every memory leads to you. No matter what I try to change, I paint a smile but it comes undone, like shadows under setting sun and night, through this endless shade of yesterday's blue. If time could blur what we became, would I still whisper your name, or would I finally let it go and step into the light? I don't know, but even healing feels like loss when every path still leads across. I'm still stuck in yesterday's blue, a love that time refused to lose. Every heartbeat paints you in, where endings never quite begin. I try to leave but I turn around, because your color is all I've found, and I don't know how to break through this endless shade of yesterday's blue. The sky still cries your name at night, in every tone of fading light. The world was always too loud for me, but you made it appear just by sitting next to my silence, like you always knew I'd need you near. We didn't need to talk much, just breathe the same old air, and suddenly everything heavy didn't feel so hard to bear. Now even silence feels different, like it doesn't know my name, because the quiet I was living in isn't quiet in the same. You were my quiet place, where the noise couldn't reach my heart. Now I'm lost inside the echoes of who we were at the start. I don't know how to heal this space where your calm used to stay. You were my quiet place. I still sit where you sat beside me, like I might feel you again. But the air has changed, its memory doesn't pretend. The smallest things remind me of a piece I used to know. Now even my own breathing feels like letting go, feels like letting go. I didn't see the ending, it was soft, it was slow, like a whisper turning distance before I even know. You were my quiet place, where the world finally made sense. Now every thought is louder in your absence, and I'm trying to adjust to a life I can't embrace. You were my quiet place, and now it's just space. Maybe I depended on you to calm the storms inside, and I still hear you. In the moments I feel weak, like the silence that you gave me is the only thing that speaks. You were my quiet place, and I didn't know I'd lose it too. Now I'm searching every corner for a trace of you, and I'm learning how to live in a world I can't replace. You were my quiet place, now I'm lost in space. So I'll sit inside the noise again and try to find my way, but nothing feels like home anymore since you went away.